In today's lesson, we will be covering the prisoner's dilemma. Gromit and Penny the penguin are arrested for bank robbery. They're both kept in isolation and interrogated separately. Each can keep quiet or blame the other with the following consequences. If they both stay quiet, they each get 3 years in jail time. If they both blame the other, they both get 10 years of jail time. But if Gromit stays quiet while Penny blames Gromit, then Penny will go free and Gromit will get 25 years, and vice versa. Can Penny and Gromit avoid a lengthy sentence? We have to assume that they are always selfish and rational, which means that they will always do the move that is best for them given a scenario. So what should both Gromit and Penny do? Well, we can show each combination of actions in the results in the form of a game table. For Gromit, he can either stay quiet or blame the other, and for Penny, she can either stay quiet or blame the other. And for each given combination of actions, we can see the payoffs for each player. Blues are for Gromit and oranges are for Penny. So first, we have to analyze what Gromit will do if Penny stays quiet. If Gromit stays quiet while Penny stays quiet, Gromit will have a payoff of 3. But if Gromit blames Penny while Penny stays quiet, he'll have a payoff of 0. So he'll choose to blame Penny if Penny stays quiet. If Penny blames Gromit, however, Gromit will still blame Penny because his payoff for staying quiet while Penny blames him is 25, but his payoff for blaming Penny when Penny blames him is 10. So he's going to go with 10 for the lesser sentence. The payoffs for Penny are the exact same, so actually Penny is going to have the exact same thoughts, always blaming Gromit no matter what Gromit does. As we can see, both Gromit and Penny will always blame the other, so the outcome is that both blame each other and get 10 years of prison. One thing of note, however, is that it's actually better if both stay quiet than in the case where they both blame each other. The reason they both blame each other instead of staying quiet is they can't trust each other. While it's good if they both stay quiet, if one decides to blame the other, suddenly the person who remains quiet is going to have an outcome of 25, which they don't want, which is why they both decide to blame each other. So the question remains, does selfishness pay? Penny and Gromit both made the rational and selfless choice and got 10 years each. Had they been kind and stayed quiet, both would only get 3 years. Selfishness, as you can see, doesn't always pay off. In real life, people are not always rational. Kindness may be irrational, but sometimes it pays off. But what would happen if Penny and Gromit had to go through the prisoner's dilemma more than once? Well, it depends on how many times it happens. If the game repeats a set number of times, both Gromit and Penny will have to defect for every repetition. This is because we know what they're going to do at the end step. They're both going to defect as the game will stop and they don't have to be kind to each other anymore. And working backwards from that, we can see that they'll defect on every previous step all the way to the first step. However, if we don't know how many repetitions will occur, both will have to formulate a more complex plan for what they'll do on a given repetition.